When you think back to where the rhythm game genre started, you'll find it began with a cute little pup who taught us all, you gotta believe. Parappa the Rapper launched the rhythm revolution, but we're gonna talk about its sequel, Jammer Lammy, a more than worthy successor that starred a lamb who could shred on guitar, and it's a game you can still pick up for under $10. Jammer Lammy was released in 1999 for the PlayStation, and believe it or not, while the focus is on gameplay and music, there is a story here and it's not half bad. You play as Lammy, a young girl who lacks confidence, but when a guitar touches her hands, she becomes a lamb possessed and can take on anything. Her band named Milk Can has their first show downtown, and Lammy is running late with only 15 minutes to make it to the venue. She rushes out the house, guitar in hand, but before she can get very far, her path is blocked by firemen trying to put out a blazing building. So to get past the commotion, the normally timid Lammy takes the hose herself and envisions that it's a guitar, so she can gain the confidence to put the fire out herself. All the while she's jamming along with a singing Dalmatian fireman. As you'd imagine, more obstacles begin to stack up on the way, delaying you from gig time. A bevy of other characters sucker Lammy into doing their work for free as time ticks away. She should have used her newfound confidence to tell these lazy people to do the work themselves. And for all your help, they give you weird items like dentures or a toy caterpillar. Nothing that will actually help Lammy, like, I don't know, a ride to the gig or something. If you manage to get past all these stages, Lammy will make it to the show with seconds to spare, and the final stage plays out as Milk Can's first concert. Just like in Parappa's game, Jammer Lammy sends a positive message about being confident in your own ability. It's an incredibly silly story with its insane lyrics and dialogue, but it has a lot of heart. For a game that's simply pressing buttons in rhythm, Jammer Lammy will test your speed and patience. Each level you'll follow along with the music and mimic the singer. You do so by pressing the square, circle, triangle, X, L, and R buttons in time with the beats in the song. Way easier said than done. The first song with Chop Chop Master Onion is a breeze, and it will help you get your timing down for the challenges that await you. After level 2, the difficulty ramps up, so make sure you bring the thunder. There are 4 possible ratings on each song: cool, good, bad, and awful. You need to end the song with either a good or cool rating in order to proceed to the next level. If you make 2 mistakes in a row, the rating will drop, but if you successfully hit 2 lines in a row, your rating will go up. If you feel like you have the hang of it, and if you've got the intestinal fortitude, you can go off script and improvise the button hits to try and get a cool rating. If you do, the singer will leave and you can solo until the end of the song or until you mess up the timing. You'll feel just like Jimi Hendrix reincarnated when you end the song with a cool rating, minus any of the actual guitar skills. The 7 stages can take a few hours to beat, but it definitely can be done in one sitting. What adds a ton of replayability is after beating the main game, you unlock 2-player versions of each stage, where you can either team up with a friend and do a duet, or you can face off in a guitar battle. Fans of Parappa will be happy to hear that he makes an appearance too. You can unlock a set of remix stages for the Hip Hop Dog, where you rap instead of play guitar, and there are actually a few remix versions that I like even more than the original counterparts. All this extra content makes the game feel more complete than the first, though the graphics haven't progressed any further. That's okay, because the cutout animation style is iconic of the franchise and doesn't need to be anything more. And let's face it, this game has aged far better than some other games from the PS1 era. The graphics are colorful and fitting of the wacky songs, and some of the character designs are really interesting to say the least. The main selling point to rhythm in music games, though, is obviously the music itself. If the soundtrack stinks, then why would you bother playing it? Jammer Lammy brings lots of fun tracks, and songs like Fire Fire are so funky you can't help but sing along to. Out of the whole bunch, there's only one that I dislike, and that's the Pop Star stage. It's boring, droning, and not to mention a difficult one to beat. Willpower alone is the only thing that helped me defeat it, so I'd never have to hear it again. But minus that one hiccup, this is a soundtrack worth listening to in your free time. Jammer Lammy is a sequel that shines just as bright as the original, while adding additional content and upping the difficulty. The game can be found for just under $10, and I picked up a factory sealed copy for $9. If you don't have a PlayStation 1 or 2 handy, you can always get it on the PlayStation Network for $6 there. With a game this cheap, how could you not want to feel that beat? Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you next time, and remember, it's all fun and games. Thanks for watching, everyone, and if you liked that video, why not check out my review of the latest Shantae game, Half Genie Hero. And if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again.